And for further analysis of the current escalating tensions between Russia and Ukraine, we're joined from Kiev by military expert Ivan Us. Welcome to you on Qnews, sir.
Good evening from Kiev. Greetings to you and greetings to audience.
Thank you so much. And how prepared is Ukraine to counter the new Russian missile, both militarily and strategically?
So in Ukraine, we understand that Russia needs to do something in response, because after receiving the green light for using the attack MS, it's American missiles, plus Ukraine received the option to use the French Scalp and British rockets Storm Shadow on the Russian territory in distance approximately 300 kilometers, as some officials said. So we understand that Russia needs to do something in response, just first of all for their local audience, and that's why Russia used a new rocket that, according to Putin, called Oreshnik. So actually, if translate into English, it will be Hazel 3. So my own opinion that this title appeared 10 or 15 minutes before Putin statement, and Russia really have some old rockets, and we are not sure that it's something new, because at first it was made statement that it's intercontinental rocket, then said no, it's intermediate range ballistic missile. So I mean that it's a rocket that exists in 2 or 3 examples.
Definitely, sir. Yes. You're speaking here about the Russian capabilities, which the abouts of it is not very much well known from your side. But let me here ask you about the capabilities of Ukraine to defend itself from the Russian missiles attacks.
So I want to pay attention that this attack was not on Kiev, where I'm living, but for city of Dnipro, that has a lower level of air defense. In Kiev's situation better. It means that in case if the same rockets will attack Kiev, like it was several days before when 120 Russian rockets were sent to Ukraine, every rocket that was sent to Kiev was destroyed. That's why I want to say that with high probability, we could never give 100%, but with high probability, even those Russian rockets could be destroyed. So the question is to find how our system will work, and I'm sure that it could. That's why I can say that now, of course, we understand that Russia demonstrates its options, but it doesn't mean that Ukraine should stop in returning our territory or attack Russia before Russia is not returned to Ukraine, our territory that they captured since 2014, actually.
What are the key capabilities of the new Russian missile, and how do they compare to existing weapons, particularly with the Ukrainian defense minister here announcing that his government is enhancing the air defense capabilities in response to Russia's ballistic missile attack on the Dnipro?
So every time when you see new type of weapon from your opponent, of course, you think whether you could destroy the same thing in next attack. So now we, of course, Ukraine ask our partners to increase the quantity of anti-air defense systems. So something that will help to us to destroy the missiles and rockets from Russia. I think that Patriot and other systems could cope with that. Probably some other types of anti-air attack systems could help. So I think that Ukraine can find response to this new threat from Russia, and the same situation was with previous rockets or with Russian drones that, of course, sometimes attack Ukrainian territory, but in majority of cases, Ukraine succeeds to destroy them in the air. Of course, it's created damages when they're destroyed, but it's a horse of another color.
Of course, reports differ from one side to another, since the Ukrainian reports are different than the Russian one. But let me here take your opinion about what could be the potential consequences of, for instance, North Korean troops joining the conflict in Ukraine.
Appearance of North Korea means the two actually nuclear countries in war with Ukraine, because soldiers from Northern Korea. It's really new part of that war. But as for Ukraine, it opened opportunity for more close cooperation with South Korea and with Japan, countries that have some fear in their relationship with Northern Korea. That's why I think that, of course, on the one hand, Russia received troops important for them because Russian soldiers, their quantity is not enough for Russia. They need Northern Korea help. Without them, it's hard to them to be in war. But for Ukraine, it means on the one hand problems, on the other hand option for increased cooperation and received weapon from Southern Korea. That is one of the main producer of weapon in the world, and that will be big plus for Ukraine.
Mhm. Then, from your point of view, Sam, how significant is the new Russian missile in altering the military balance in Ukraine?
I don't think that it's seriously something changed. As I said, that the only result of that rocket that Russian ruble lost 4% in its value after that cent. If before it the exchange rate was 100 Russian ruble per USD, now 104 Russian rubles. So it's the only consequences of the situation. As for military way, I think that now Ukraine will think how to cope, as I said, with such kind of weapon. I don't think that it will be a big problem to find a solution and the resolution of this problem. And then the war will last without actually even without serious influence of that of appearance of new type of Russian weapon. Thank you.
That also, as we said, is varies between the Ukrainian reports and the Russian reports about the situation and the developments. That was the military expert Ivan Qnews. Thank you so much for being with us and for your insights.